Welcome to our channel English Avenue. Today, we are going to change the way you think. This video is not about money. It's about something much deeper. This video is about mindset. It's about how rich people think and why most people stay stuck, poor, frustrated, and helpless. Not because they don't have money, but because they don't know how to think like rich people. Listen carefully. Your thoughts shape your life. If your thoughts are small, your life becomes small. If your thoughts are powerful, your life becomes unstoppable. You don't need a rich family. You don't need a degree. You don't need permission. But you do need a rich mindset. And that's exactly what this video will give you. Piece by piece. And the best part? You don't need money to think like the rich. You need clarity, courage, and discipline. If you truly watch this video till the end, not just listen, but feel it, you will walk away a different person, a better person, a stronger person. It will also improve your English, your confidence, and your future. So if you're serious about success and fluent English, subscribe to our channel right now. So let's begin. 1. Rich people set big goals. Now, listen very carefully. Poor people think in survival mode. They think like this. I just want to pay the bills. I just want to make it through this week. I just want a stable job, any job. I just want to not get fired. This kind of thinking sounds safe, but it is also small, weak, and limiting. It keeps you stuck in a small life. And the worst part? You don't even realize it. Rich people think differently. They don't set goals based on survival. They set goals based on transformation. They ask themselves, what kind of life do I really want? What would make me proud at the end of my life? What is the biggest thing I can build, become, or create in the next 10 years? Rich people set goals that feel scary, but exciting. They set goals that are so big, they force them to become someone better. And that's the secret. A small goal asks nothing from you. A big goal transforms you completely. Let's take a real-life example. Elon Musk. Did Elon say, I just want to build a small car company and survive? No. He said, I want to build electric cars and remove the world's need for oil. That's a massive world-changing goal. When people laughed at him, criticized him, doubted him, he kept going. Because his goal wasn't small, it was a mission. And today, Tesla is worth hundreds of billions. Why? Because Elon didn't think small. He set a big goal, and it pulled him forward even during the hardest moments. Most people don't set big goals for one reason. They are afraid. Afraid to fail. Afraid to look stupid. Afraid they're not good enough. Afraid of what others will say. So they shrink their dreams to match their fear. They aim lower and lower until they aim at nothing. But what they don't realize is, aiming low doesn't protect you. It destroys you slowly. If you keep setting small goals, your life becomes small. And one day, you wake up, full of regret. Because you never tried. When you set big goals, you wake up with energy. You work with purpose. You don't waste time on drama, distractions, or people who don't believe in you. You become focused, hungry, and alive. A big goal pulls the best out of you. It gives you a reason to grow, to improve, to learn, and to fight. Let me make it simple. A small goal equals, I want to earn enough to survive. A big goal equals, I want to earn enough to help others. A small goal equals, I want a job. A big goal equals, I want to build a business. A small goal equals, I want to lose weight. A big goal equals, I want to become the healthiest person in my family and inspire them. Small goals come from fear. Big goals come from vision. Right now, take a notebook and write this. If I was not afraid of anything, what would I really want to do in life? Write the answer, even if it feels crazy, big, or impossible. Then ask yourself, what's the smallest step I can take today to move toward that dream? That's how big dreams begin, not with magic, but with clarity and courage. If your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. If your dreams don't excite you, you're not dreaming. You're just existing. Set a goal so big that it makes you grow into the kind of person you always wanted to be. One sentence that can change everything. Your life will never grow bigger than your goals. So if you want a rich life, you must begin by setting rich goals. Not tomorrow, not next year, now. 2. Rich people take full responsibility. It means one simple thing. Whatever happens in my life, I choose my response, I choose my actions, I choose my mindset, so my life is in my control. Responsibility does not mean everything is your fault. It means everything is your direction. Poor mindset says, why does this happen to me? I have bad luck. It's not my fault. Someone else should fix this. Rich mindset says, this happened. Now what can I do? What can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger? What action can I take right now? The poor mindset waits. The rich mindset moves. Let me explain something very important in simple English. When you blame others, you give them control. When you take responsibility, you take back power. If everything is someone else's fault, you become a victim. You stay weak, you stay stuck, you stay broken. But when you say, I can change my life, I can change my decisions, I can change my future, you become unstoppable. This is the mindset that builds millionaires, leaders, creators, and legends. Here's the truth. Most people blame everything. They blame the government, their parents, their boss, their past, their childhood, their partner, their friends, their city, their bad luck, their problems, their health, their mistakes. They blame the whole world, except the one person who can actually change everything. Themselves. Blame is comfortable. Responsibility is painful. But responsibility is the only path to growth. Imagine two people lose their job on the same day. Person A, poor mindset, cries all day, blames their company, tells everyone life is unfair, feels like a victim, does nothing for months, becomes more negative, stays stuck. Person B, rich mindset, feels sad. That's normal. But after one day says, okay, what can I do now? Updates resume, learns new skills, applies for better opportunities, starts a side business, grows stronger, creates a better future. Same problem. Two different mindsets, two different destinies. One blame, one takes responsibility, one stays poor, one gets rich. When you take responsibility, something magical happens inside you. Your confidence grows. Your energy gets stronger. You stop complaining. You stop waiting. You stop wasting time. You start acting. You start learning. You start improving. You start winning. Because the moment you say, my life is in my hands, your life finally begins. You will never build the life you want as long as you keep blaming the world for the one you have read that again. The biggest difference between rich and poor is ownership. Rich people say, if something is wrong, I'll fix it. Poor people say, if something is wrong, someone else should fix it. But here is the problem, that someone else never comes. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to solve your problems. No one is coming to push you. You are the one. There was a young man who came to a mentor and said, I failed in life. Nothing works for me. I have bad luck. The mentor took him outside to a garden. He pointed to a tree full of fruit and said, Did this tree grow because someone sat near it and complained? The young man said no. Did this tree grow because someone blamed the weather, the soil, the world? He said no. The mentor smiled and said, This tree grew because it used everything it had: sun, rain, soil, hard times, good times, everything. It didn't wait for a perfect life. It created one. Then he said the most powerful thing. Your life is the same. Growth comes from using what you have, not crying for what you don't. That moment changed the young man forever. He stopped blaming and started building, and his whole life transformed. When you take responsibility, your life changes in 4 ways. 1. You become emotionally strong. You stop breaking down so easily. You start handling problems like a leader. 2. You get massive clarity. Blame makes you blind. Responsibility makes you see solutions. 3. You improve faster. Because now you ask, what can I learn? What can I change? 4. You become respectable. People follow those who take ownership, not those who complain. Blame equals you stay stuck. Responsibility equals you grow. Blame equals you lose control. Responsibility equals you get power. Blame equals poor mindset. Responsibility equals rich mindset. I am responsible for my life. And that is my superpower. Say it again. Say it until you feel it. Because when you truly accept this, you stop being a victim and you start becoming a creator. Your future is not in the hands of your parents, society, boss, partner, or luck. Your future is in your hands. And the sooner you take responsibility, the faster you rise. 3. Rich people have self-discipline. Let's begin with a simple truth. Motivation gets you started, but self-discipline keeps you going. And this is what separates people who dream of success from people who create it. Rich people don't rely on motivation. They don't wait until they feel like it. They don't depend on mood, weather, or comfort. They wake up and they do the work, even when they don't feel like it. That is self-discipline, and that is why they win. Let's break it down in very simple English. Self-discipline means doing what you need to do when you don't feel like doing it, because you know it will create the life you want. It means controlling your mouth when you're angry, closing Instagram and opening your books, saying no to laziness and yes to progress, choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure, showing up every single day even when no one's watching. That's what rich people do. That's why they grow. That's why they become legends. Let's be brutally honest. Most people procrastinate everything. Quit after a few days. Make excuses daily. Blame their mood, their past, their energy, their phone. Say, I'll start tomorrow every day, and never start. This is not a discipline problem. It's a decision problem. Poor mindset decides based on feelings. Rich mindset decides based on goals. Self-discipline is not something you are born with. It's something you build. It's like a muscle in your brain. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. The more you ignore it, the weaker you stay. At first, it's hard, very hard. But if you keep showing up day after day, eventually it becomes your power. And once you have it, no one can stop you. Example: Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Do you know what made him great? Not just talent, not just luck, not just opportunities. It was his discipline. While others were sleeping, Kobe was training, While others were partying, Kobe was practicing. He once said, "I train